One.
Yay.
And we're back, everybody. Live from outer space.
With Let the Freaks Speak. I'm Nicholas Salsa Valenzuela on take 2.
I'm Nathaniel Horchata Lopez on take number 2. We're doing Zoom because, someone couldn't make it to recording.
You're visiting your Aunt Patricia.
I was visiting my Aunt Patricia.
As they say to
Glendale. Which Glendale? Nobody's going to know. But yeah, so we're doing a Zoom podcast.
You look good, man. We had talked about for take 1, we had talked about your beanie.
We did.
Down.
So now I'm going to sum up that story. I got this beanie from a dude who was working his grandma like a sweatshop. He was working his single grandma like a whole sweatshop, making her mass produce these beanies for making these beanies for, the masses.
The methods.
The math heads. Nick said he went to some movie where a bunch of people are getting murdered.
So the first one were Mexicans who killed themselves really by crashing into a pole. The second death, the second person that he ended up harassing, or they wasn't really harassing. He went inside what do you call it? I think a fucking fast food place. And then he held it up with their guns, and then he was mad that the burgers don't look like the way they do on TV.
Yeah.
He leaves that place.
Did it seem like a bunch of white people problems that were leading to this?
Yeah. And then he went to another place, and then it was like a pawn shop type of deal with like army memorabilia.
Yeah.
And then he meets this guy. He turns up being a Nazi, showing him his Nazi memorabilia, and then he's like, "We're the same." So he kills him, but that's a justifiable kill. Like we all hate Nazis.
Yeah, like why wouldn't you?
Yeah, you have to kill him. Is that all right?
It's the law.
Like if you became before the judge and he saw it was you killed a Nazi, you think your sentence is lessened?
No.
See, freedom of religion.
Bastards. Nah.
His next one was his family, but he okay. So he was about it is like he's losing all his anger and stuff, and it's like the cop stops him. Spoilers, it's a fucking movie from the 90s, so there's no reason.
Exactly.
But before the cops trying to solve this case of some guy going around, and he's like gonna retire, but he ends up finding him out. They go to the pier at the end of the beach or whatever. I think they're in Long Beach.
Okay.
And he's just like seeing his family because his family doesn't want to see him anymore. Divorced wife. She has a restraining order, and then he's just like, the cop stops him. He's just like, you know what you were gonna do? He's like, what did you think I was gonna do? He's all like, you were going to kill your family. He's all like, that's what today has pushed you to do. And he's just like, I'm not the good guy. And then how they end it, he's just like, want to do a shootout, a standoff, and then he's just like 2, 3, 1, and then he pulls out his water gun that his daughter had and squirts him in the face, and then the cop actually shoots him, and then he's like, I would have got you. And then he falls over, falls into the ocean and dies.
Well, thanks for ruining that movie for me.
That's how it ends.
Well, yeah, now I know that.
So it was good.
So I don't need
fun.
to see it.
It was a fun movie. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
It was good.
Yeah, you should watch it if you ever want to have a good time watching it.
If I ever want to have a good time watching it, I will. I'll watch it. Michael Douglas's best role, would you say?
The only thing I ever saw him else in is like King of California.
King of California. Which one is that one? Is that the one where they're like digging for gold in
Yeah.
the supermarket?
That's like, well, and Ant-Man. Ant-Man. He's in that.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
Ant-Man.
Dude, that's like
He's first Ant-Man.
so from what I remember of that movie, he's like a dude who neglected, like he was a bad dad because he was too busy chasing gold, and then
Yeah.
like him and his daughter go for this last thing, this
Yeah.
like cavern or something.
Yeah, and it's buried underneath Walmart.
It's buried underneath the Walmart, so they trespass in Walmart. They cause structural damage to this Walmart,
And he
and then,
dies.
like, so he dies in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
because he gets.
Let's ruin both Michael Douglas movies.
I think he gets caught because he doesn't want anyone to know that the treasure's there. So he's willing to die for it, because if they find it, then they can keep it.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
if Walmart finds it,
So
they're gonna spend it on all kinds of advertisements.
And his estranged daughter didn't love him that much, so it wasn't hard to hear him die in the scuba suit.
Exactly, dude. It's just like, I'll just go in there, fish him out, and the gold. I'm gonna better equip myself. I'm gonna, prepare my body better. I'm gonna severely train, unlike my old ass man dad, who died underneath Walmart in an underwater cave.
Now we all know.
If this Walmart's located in California?
Yeah. King of California.
Okay, so the movie takes right. King of California. This isn't King of Staten Island.
It's like a fucking conquistador's gold, I'm pretty sure.
And the conquistador was like, I'm gonna hide it under this Walmart.
That is fucking. He's just like patting down the floor, and he's just imagining like a fucking a layout with bikes,
dude,
and a asphalt fucking parking lot.
He's like perfect.
But
what?
No, what are you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna keep ripping.
I was gonna say, but that's it for Michael Douglas. He's actually, now that I noticed, he's actually not a big. Oh, but he did Wall Street. I watched Wall Street.
Yeah, he did that. Wasn't he in that sequel that Shia LaBeouf was in? It was like Wall Street, Money Never Sleeps.
I never saw that one.
I think that was like a sequel, and I think he was like returning to that character. He's in some other stuff too. I just can't remember.
No, he's in some fun stuff with that guy. He's no Martin Scorsese though.
Yeah, Martin Scorsese is a director.
Yeah, but Martin Scorsese is Kirk Douglas. You know what I'm saying?
No, he's not. He's not Kirk Douglas. Now what about Kirk Douglas?
Oh, I mean Michael Douglas. Kirk Douglas? Who the fuck's Kirk Douglas?
It's Kirk Douglas, and let me look him up real quick and see who exactly Kirk Douglas is. Yeah, Kirk Douglas.
Hey, when you do Zoom calls, are you supposed to look at the person, or are you supposed to look at the camera?
I mean, do we look at the camera whenever we're doing our podcasts?
Oh man,
am I in your guys' face? I'm so ugly. This is Kirk Douglas. Now, this is him now.
Who is that? Is that like a fucking coach?
This is him. Back in the day.
How did I hear that? How did I get that name in my head?
Now, oh, dude, look it. That's Michael Douglas's dad. I'm pretty sure it's Michael Douglas' dad.
Oh, that's his dad?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Look at three generations of Douglas.
Shut the fuck up.
What are they doing?
Yo, what's his son in? Fucking.
He's in fucking.
And Into the Blue with Paul Walker and Jessica Alba.
With Paul Walker and Jessica Alba. Into the Blue? I've never watched that movie.
I never watched it either. I just know it. Hey,
you
man.
saw like the cover.
Yeah. There's movies you should know about that you have never watched, but
Like, yeah, like
like
very popular movies.
Soul
Like what?
Surfer.
Soul Surfer, the one about, is that the one about the chick who lost her arm to a shark?
Oh, that's not funny.
Is that Shark Arm Girl?
Yeah, that's Shark Girl.
No, that's not Shark Girl. That's Lava Girl. No, she's Shark Girl. She got her arm bit off by a shark.
Oh, oh shit.
Have you ever watched The Time Machine? Which poster is hanging right behind your head?
What?
Have you ever watched The Time Machine?
Hot Tub Time Machine?
No, the H.G. Wells The Time Machine.
I never seen it. There's also
like 3 versions of it.
There's also Forbidden Planet.
What's so forbidden about it?
I guess my roommate used to work at manage a fucking Harkins.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so they gave her, some of their memorabilia that they would have in the place.
That's cool. One time, whenever I was a little
I wish she had like a Shrek cutout or something.
Okay, dude. So check this out. One time, whenever I was a little kid, we used to ride around our bikes on the street and stuff. Mm-hmm. And that was back in the day, whenever it wasn't weird to like talk to people outside of their house, just people. You don't know them, but mm-hmm. You're not super worried that they're gonna kidnap you or anything. Or exactly, and people were just kinder, I feel like. But there was this dude who was like a mall security guard at the Tucson Mall, and he would get like these giant fucking like not flyer, they were like vinyl, and they were like giant movie posters that would hang from like the rafters, those mm-hmm. big advertisement ones. Mm-hmm. And he gave us one. He gave us one for robots.
Was it nice?
Yeah, it was really nice.
Jerry Seinfeld, right?
It's big as fuck. No, I don't think Seinfeld did it. Robin Williams.
Oh, okay.
How dare you?
Oh, shit.
He's dead.
I've never watched Robots.
You've never watched Robots? Have you seen iRobot? I have only seen some of iRobot.
I did not kill him, like OJ said.
What?
The AI said, I did not kill, the creator or whatever, the master. And then,
But if I did, here's how I would. And then he wrote a very bad selling book. How well do you think O.J. Simpson's book did?
Dude, I can imagine as bad as like any third grader compared to Lord of the Rings, because I'm still listening to it religiously. Yeah. But if I compare everything now to the writing of J.R. You think he was a racist? I don't think so.
I don't know.
You know him personally?
We talked over the phone back in the day. We were pen pals.
The writer of Harry Potter, J.R.R. Tolkien.
That's Lord of the Rings, you dumbass. You're thinking of
no.
You're thinking of J.K. Rowling.
No, J.K. Rowling didn't write any of those.
Who wrote Harry Potter?
J.R.R. Tolkien.
You think he holds the same views as J.K. Rowling?
J.K. Rowling. Wait, who's more prejudiced? J.R.R. Tolkien or J.K. Rowling?
Or Adolf Hitler?
Ooh, that's hard.
I mean,
Hitler's pretty bad.
He is. He did have one of the best-selling books, though.
Because he was giving it out so much.
Because you had to have it in your fucking house.
Bibles, man. Bibles work. They're in motels still.
I guess. When's the last time you picked up your old trusty leather-bound Bible, Nikki, and was just like, Psalm 15.
I think I have like a small book of the New Testament. Like this
Yeah.
book.
You ever think about just completing your collection and trying to just collect every Bible?
I collected them all. Now I know all knowledge about all of the
All
Israel.
religions.
About
I'm a master in theology.
all the gym leaders that they have in the Bible. Oh man, this one has to write you.
This Bible's got right you.
you're just seeing like white out and it says to write you on.
That would be hilarious. Just take your time going through every hotel you stay at, going through every Bible and just vandalizing it, changing names to like, Ash and shit like that.
A whole fucking Paul, the book of Paul and fucking in
It's the book of Paul Wall. Start adding Paul Wall
You know what'd be funny? Cutting up by going to like those places like motels and hotels and cutting up the Bible as if someone was trying to store things in the Bible, like gun shaped and shit.
Bunch of weird shapes. Like, do you think you get away with it? Do you think like I'm almost positive for a fact like the maids don't go like, oh, the Bible's still good, it's still pristine condition.
And how many people hold the Bible and know how much it weighs?
Weirdos.
So
either weirdos or packagers. People that are like, I part of my job is to fill the trucks with the books of the Bibles that get shipped out, across the country. So I know the exact weight of our copy of the Bible.
What's a more profound looking Bible? One that's really big with really big handwriting, or one that's small with small handwriting, or just a normal one? Because they're all the same.
First off, if you're an old fuck with bad eyes, how are you gonna read the tiny fucking print?
That's true.
And I feel like you're probably more devoted if you carry a big ass Bible with you and struggle with it, because that's just showing how much you really love your fucking God.
I love my God. This backpack, just my Bible.
This is just my Bible. My Bible is back there. And a couple Clifford books.
Like some of the Bible parts that has like cardboard animations, they come up.
Oh, the little like the pop-outs.
Pop-up illustration.
Yeah, pop-ups. There we go. It's it's funny. It's Banned Book Week. This is the week that we're recording this is Banned Book Week. Actually, tomorrow it'll drop. The last day of Banned Book Week, I guess.
Banned Book Week. So you read banned books?
Books that were banned,
like Mein Kampf.
No. I mean, I believe Alabama's trying to push to get that on the shelves of their public schools.
Okay. Underrated high school prank. Every teacher in the library, you put Mein Kampf in their bookshelves.
That'd be hilarious. You just replace every single book in the library with Mein Kampf copies.
Yeah. What a subtle prank.
And then like the whole school gets indoctrinated because of it. And then the teacher gets
senior
killed.
prank. Dude, these kids are getting more clever. They're getting us fired.
These kids are starting a fascist regime.
Holy shit.
Do you have any banned books that you like to read?
I think they're trying to get Lord of the Flies out of fucking the schools.
I was just watching that movie recently, and I think I have it written down on one of the sticky notes from our last episodes, because you were talking about Lord of the Rings, and I was like, I started watching Lord of the Flies like that day.
Oh, so you watched the movie?
Yeah, I was watching it on HBO.
The black and white, right?
Yeah. The terrible movie.
Is it Porky or Piggy?
Piggy.
Yeah.
Dude, I was, at the very beginning, he's like, whenever he meets the other kid, when Piggy meets that other kid, he tells him his real name,
Yeah.
and he tells him that people call him Piggy, but he doesn't like to be called Piggy. And then the first thing that kid does whenever he's introducing
the choir,
Piggy to everybody else, he's off. This is Piggy. What a dick! And then they brutally murder him.
Yeah,
for the
they
bacon.
murder him. He's the only one with common sense.
He's the only one that dies, huh?
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
No.
A kid died, and doesn't that kid who likes to go into the woods dies?
Is it like the quiet kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. I don't know, dude.
Don't they kill?
Need to watch that again. No, they kill Piggy. They kill Piggy.
They definitely kill Piggy.
They throw the fucking rock on him, bro.
They kill Piggy, man, dude.
They squash him like that pinchy spider he is.
Yeah, we should. That should be a shirt, man. He killed Piggy. They
killed Piggy.
I like the little
they did
boy.
it, man. They killed Piggy, man.
The little kid actor that they used for Piggy was probably the best representation for how he looked, I think. Like,
oh, exactly. Well, that kid did a really good job because you really start to get annoyed with that kid. It's like, man, this kid fucking sucks.
In the 80s, if they made that movie, it would have been the kid who does the fucking truffle shuffle.
You think so?
Yeah, probably. Just get some fat kid.
Right.
Any fat kid. That kid looked like he was like taking that kid looked like he got beat for that role. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what, the truffle shuffle kid?
no, the real Piggy.
Oh yeah, it was like what, the 50s, I think, when they
yeah.
So
they're beating children for roles.
I don't think they had I don't think they had standards and practices for film just so much yet. They were barely getting their toes into it,
What's your favorite scene from Lord of the Flies then?
Probably when they kill Piggy.
Oh, yeah, Piggy when they kill Piggy.
Because
I do like I like when they start going after the boar.
That scene's shot pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
What was I gonna say? Oh, dude, isn't it like right after Piggy dies, the boats come and save them?
Pretty much.
And then they literally snap from being feral to just being kids again.
Yeah. I don't think they show the part like in the book
but it talks about it though, about how he they'll never be the same, right?
Yeah. They talk about that.
Yeah.
But like that other kid who's friends with Piggy, don't they end up start like chasing after him, and then he has to like go around and avoid them, but he's also like fighting them at the same time. I think
that kid's about to get murked.
Yeah. But he's like fighting them too, right? Like he's like poking them with his stick and like
he's trying to survive, I think. Yeah.
And then he gets onto the beach again, and then that's when they see the boat.
I think I don't know if they're on the beach or if they're on the cliff.
No. Do they see the boat? No, because they're chasing him once he gets back onto the beach. Well, at least I remember that's how the book went. Yeah.
Dude, the kid that plays the asshole that starts turning everybody against, splitting the groups and stuff, sowing division. That actor is good too, because it's just something about British kids. I fucking hate them.
No, for that movie of how the kids are, like those kids.
Well, not British kids, but like British prep school kids. Oh man, I could not imagine
like those look like actual like kids. Where like nowadays our actors they're like 14 playing kids. We have shit like that. Where like those kids like look like
we got like 20-some-year-olds playing like 15-year-olds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like shit like that. Like those kids look like they were actually like 9 through 11 or something.
But back in like Shakespearean times, there was like 30-year-olds that had like baby faces playing like teenage girls.
Yeah. They would just have a young man do it.
No, it was usually the young man that would play the women.
You gotta play this like good-looking girl, dog, and you're all doing an Aphrodite scene.
So, dude, like whenever I used to smoke spice all the time,
you look good with it.
Huh?
You look good with it.
So whenever I used to smoke spice all the time, There was a
I can't smile that well like this. Hey, I can do it. But maybe this is my good sign.
Hey, I'm glad we're discovering it right now on the podcast. What
Okay,
side is your good side?
Okay, keep going.
Okay, so like I was saying, for the third fucking time, whenever I used to smoke spice all the time, I would come home from like school and stuff, or my day out after school. I would smoke, and then I would get like super fucking high, and I would put on A Midsummer's Night Dreams, the movie.
Yeah, the donkey head.
Yeah, dude. So like listening to old Shakespearean, like Old English, whenever you're fucking stoned out of your mind on spice, was some of the fucking craziest shit. But there's a scene that I remember very vividly about they're announcing which roles the actors are getting, and one of the actors gets the role of being a woman again, and he's just like all pissed off about it. So that's what my super long introduction to that whole fucking thing was about. So that's why I'm going to tell you guys I smoke spice now. I used to smoke spice. It was an epidemic.
But Midsummer Night was good. So how does it end? How does Midsummer Night end?
I used to get so high I would fall asleep.
Oh shit! Damn.
Yeah, that would be like I'd start watching it. I'd get to some crazy shit, and then I'd fall asleep, and I'd wake up and I'd turn my TV off and I'd go back to bed.
Nice. I like that.
Crazy to think I was just in high school when I was doing that. I mean, I guess no, people do crazier shit when they're in high school. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say what some kids do in high school nowadays.
Kids do some crazy things in bathrooms in high school.
Yeah, fist fights, cocaine.
How many body boxing fights have you seen?
I saw a few.
Saw a few.
I would never, like, it was usually like once everybody would get out of there, like the last people that would stay would usually stay because they wanted to fucking do that kind of shit. So they'd hang around, and then once all the fucking squares left, like me, they'd start beating the shit out of each other and doing bodies and shit. But I wasn't into that kind of stuff because I had gauges, and I never want my gauges to get ripped out. What about you? I mean, like, what kind of do you ever see any crazy fights or shit at CDO?
No fights ever happened at CDO, to be honest. We had a good year going on. Even
Oh.
the kids, I don't even remember fighting. I don't remember any fights from CDO.
No.
But like I remember when these one kids in my grade freshman year at Samuel, they were gonna fight, but like the gym woman immediately stopped it.
Oh, Miss Stratton.
I think it was Vinny and someone else, man.
Little Vinny.
Yeah, Vinny.
Hey, remember when we said we weren't gonna say names?
Yeah, but is he gonna watch this?
No one watches this. Dude, I could talk shit about my whole senior class, and no one would fucking bat an eyelash.
See, but we can say first names. We can say first names because we know who we're talking about, but the audience doesn't know who we're talking about.
I mean, yeah, guess depending on who we're talking.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess
that's what we know.
Who's listening?
Yes, that's what we know. We know who's listening.
Yeah, but no one ever comments on our shit. So for all we know, they start the podcast and then they're like, fuck this shit. Hey, comment on our shit like I'm always fucking telling you guys to do.
I'm always telling people to comment, even when they say, I watched the podcast. My roommate watched our podcast. I told her to comment. You know what? I was showing her the commercial episodes and she was just like, she's like, why don't you guys do more of those? And I was like, if you said put a comment on, we would know to do more of those.
Right.
Like, part of you guys are like the idea makers. What you want to see? What do you want to see?
Ask us questions. What do you want to hear us talk about? Really?
Or do you want to hear some commercials?
Right. Exactly. We got 10 minutes left. By the way, just letting you know. I don't know if you saw that notification either.
Well, no, I got it. That's good. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're tired. You gotta drive tomorrow. You got work.
I don't have to drive super far. I gotta drive like 15 I'm not coming home this weekend, so we're gonna have to do another Zoom episode. Yeah, I'm going to. I think we're gonna go to an ASU football game on Saturday, and then we're gonna go see the Cardinals on Sunday.
Oh, I wish I had money.
Yeah, it's gonna be a weekend full of sports, football.
Yeah, but you like getting fucked up, brother. And you like the wild crowd, and you like riding.
Exactly. I'm gonna bring the old reliable here, and I'm gonna write Fear and Loathing at the State Farm Stadium.
Well, you kind of need that practice. I mean, even though you do the paper now, I mean, what would it be like if you did like bigger, stadium?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
writing for a stadium, like how much in your mind you have to put in. I mean, those articles are always long.
Exactly. They're very detailed. They're not local like me. They're not little small bitches.
And a lot like more statistical with the averages and talking about
exactly. And then they'll give points of views of certain people. They'll bring back past stuff and shit like that. Me, I'm just I'm just a bill. I'm just a bill.
Oh, what's Big? I was gonna say, what's Big Brother doing?
I'm pretty sure he's just hanging out, waiting for this podcast to be over.
Oh dang, you guys are gonna get fucking smoked up, huh?
No, I'm probably gonna get some dinner, some food, unless he's already eaten.
Well, this one was better than the last one. Whoa, zooms are crazy.
Whoa! My camera doesn't have that kind of like yours.
Like...
Yeah, yours is like very motiony. Yeah, see?
That was crazy. Even on my end?
Yeah.
It's not even.
How am I looking on your end?
Yours looks more high def.
Yeah, mine's shooting in high def, so.
Yeah, you're like moving and it's not trailing.
God damn. Yeah, man, you need to upgrade your computer, man.
Dude, it was asking me for upgrades, and I was just like, okay, beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, either that or get like a computer you can, like a camera you can plug into your USB, and then you could attach it to the top and it'll be high def.
Oh.
Should we try and get a guest next week? Should we try and see if Andy wants to hop on this podcast via Zoom?
Yeah, we can try. We can try if you want to.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll be just as easy as what we did. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We do the whole thing, and then you can stop bitching at us. And if you're listening to this, you might be on next week's Zoom podcast. So
next week's Zoom podcast. Well, how was work? You had a handful of bud last time and loose stems. What were you guys doing? Were you bucking?
So we were harvesting.
Okay, so how was it?
It was good. Pretty big harvest.
Was it your first harvest?
No. This is like one of our last harvests.
Okay. Was it Ralph's grow? Like putting up, or was it already there when you guys came in?
We put the plants in this room.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. How long, Mitchell? How much longer do you have to be there for work?
I'll probably be here till November.
Oh damn!
So like mid October, late October is probably when I'll head back.
So you still have a lot of work
for good. Yeah, I mean, kind of. Like I said today, all I did today was just help with packaging.
Okay. What did Ralph do?
The same.
Oh, okay.
Because he had to watch over him and stuff.
Okay. Nice. It looks good. It looks amazing.
Yeah, it's coming out pretty good.
Do you guys get any samples of it, or is it just
no? We get like our free eighths every month.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's sick.
Yeah, but we have to like drive to the dispensary to go get it.
I got
it's not bad because there's one like on the way back to Oracle.
Yeah.
So like it's kind of not out of the way if we like time it up like that.
That's good.
Yeah, man.
I'm
How's work going for you?
It's going all
making
right.
any advancements? No,
No,
you don't want to say it because your coworkers actually watch this podcast.
maybe I don't know. I don't know if they're watching it right now. I've been seeing those views. I don't know if they're
Right.
Spotifying it up or
Right. I hope. I
um,
hope. I mean, I hope they are Spotifying it up or Apple
yeah,
Podcasting it up or anywhere
they
that they
see
listen to
it.
podcasts. But I mean, we're making these YouTube videos, man. They gotta start watching these YouTube videos. Start getting our levels up so we can start getting sponsors and just, more traction. Share our fucking shit, please. God damn,
Put it
that's
in.
so hard
Put
to
it in.
fucking. Is that the way that you ask fans to like help you improve, like progress? You yell at
We
them like they're little kids
we do because we don't know who's watching because they don't make it apparent as
because
they
you never
should.
comment, you never
Yes.
follow, you never like.
So
Well,
we
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 have
like to
followers on there.
treat them as children because it sounds like you have to remind them. Did you notice I changed my name?
I did, and then I noticed that my name went
Has
back to
been
my name.
yeah, Nathaniel Lopez. It was Let the Freak Speak on mine, and now it's salsa.
Exactly, and now I'm just Nathaniel Lopez because that's who I am. I'm not just a Bill anymore.
I'm just a Bill.
Did you ever watch the Schoolhouse Rocks?
Yeah. My teachers used to show 'em.
I did. I feel like we talked about them before.
What's your favorite one? I
My
think
favorite
we
one,
watched one besides commercials.
huh?
I think we watched an episode besides commercials,
Yeah,
which we do at your house now.
yeah. Um, my favorite one is Interjections. That song sticks out in my head from like seventh grade. My
What's that one
seventh
about?
grade,
Oh, is
huh?
that a spelling one?
Yeah, it's a literature one.
Grammar.
Yeah. Interjections are like, wow, yikes, you know.
Yeah. That's a good one. I like
It's
that
a
one.
good song though. That's what makes it. It's like how good this.
Interjections.
It's like interjections. Less
Put penis in front of
than a
butt.
minute.
Then you got a penis butt.
I can't believe
Put
Zoom.
vagina wolf. Now it becomes vagina wolf.
Can you believe Zoom?
Interjections. Vagina.
The freaks enters
Wait.
the Wu
No,
Tang.
wait. Interjections are like wow and shit. Oh.
Yeah.
Vagina. Interjection.
Interjections. Penis.
Heroin.
Well,
Chlamydia.
this thing's got less than a minute. Do you want to just let the clock run out and then we end like Sopranos and just fade to black, or?
Shit, no. This has been Let the Freak Speak. I'm Nicholas Salsa Valenzuela.
And I'm Nathaniel Horchata Lopez. Thanks for tuning into this Zoom episode. Next week's going to be a Zoom episode too, but hey, at least we got an episode and we're not just releasing old archives. So,
taking the counterculture to new lows.
winging it harder.
Winging it harder. I'm probably gonna not talk to you after this, so it was also nice talking to you, brother. We'll do this.
Nice talking to you, brother. I'll see you next
night.
week. You have a good night.
We're gonna wait for the Sopranos blackout. So
well, okay, we are waiting for the Sopranos blackout, so we just have to keep telling each other that we love each other until. Hey, your beard's looking good.
Yeah, it just grows.
It grows. It shows. It shows that it grows.
Yeah.
And I know that it grows because it shows.
Dan Tennyson.
He's a very freaky alien. He's a scary, spooky alien that's scary and spooky. He'll get inside your face and then he'll come out of your chest. He's got superpowers. He's no ordinary.